Hello and welcome. As you can see, my bed is in the background. There's a monkey behind my back. Towel ready for a shower today. So exciting. No fancy backdrops. Just going live, having a conversation. Kind of regretting not putting something back there, but we all have beds, right? So, whatever. Um, Not sure what we're going to do with this stream today. I'm leaving it open for you guys to talk about things. We're going to go over just some cool things or whatever you guys want and how creating comics isn't easy. I'm going to bust out, make a couple TikToks in the middle of all this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and drop in one of the links that we have here to our Facebook group. Um, I actually have never used this, believe it or not. So I'm gonna see if I can't. Here we go. Share the screen with you guys right now. Let me pull this out here. So I'm going to show you how I make. There we go. How I make this. Those are just some hashtags, and we'll clean these up. So to do every post, I guess I can copy this. I'm going to put this over here in my comics hashtags, and I'll mark it for YouTube. I like copy and paste and doing things in notepads because it saves me time. All right, so mostly I do things on the TikTok on purpose because I think TikTok's the better tool at this point for getting things out there, but we're also looking to help other creators. So we're going to turn this into a link, and what we're going to advertise is this week's elevator pitches. I hate that the spell check doesn't always work. I swear to you, man. Dyslexia is a bitch. And everyone, you know what pisses me out the most about dyslexia is the fact that so many people are just like, well, why don't you just know what words are spelled wrong and stop being lazy? If my life were only that easy, I wonder if you guys are going to be able to see. No, you can't see the files. Not that I would have cared anymore, but here we go. So today is what are we pitching? And I'll actually show you where it was this week's elevator pitches. So, trying to keep it simple, casual. Trying to move everything over takes too much time at this point. So, we'll put it here. We'll go as far as okay. So now we're gonna go look at. I hate the new. All right. So I hate the new setup they come up with because there's always setups that work, and then these companies do things, and then they make them weird. Even all right. So here we go. This maybe no. It unfortunately did not show. I think it's only on that. So we're gonna go over here, and I'll bring it over for you guys to see. And we're gonna leave this, and we're gonna see it on our site. So here we go. Elevator pitches, and now people will just be able to go over here. What are you pitching? And these are kind of the things that kind of drive me insane. And I didn't do a great job of. So I'm actually going to have to update that. So what I'll do is I'll grab my phone, and in real time, we're going to talk to you about how you promote yourself. And this is something I'm good at promoting other people, horrible at promoting myself. And honestly, that's just a lot of bullshit excuses on why I can't fucking get it together and don't do it right. So let's see if we can't fix that right now. So I'm going to go over to, no, it's in there. So we have to go to the Facebook group, which won't be hard. And I don't know if you guys will see the live update, so you'll have to bear with me. All right. I don't think that we have it. We don't have it yet on the top. So this is experimental, and I told everyone we'll make what of it, what people want to make of it. In other words, I'm happy to help people, but I'm not chasing people down. Like, at least I put in there as a moving sale, but I should have gone further. So let's try to do that. I am having a moving sale that's insane. There is so much of the collection of what I've created mixed into this. And if you are looking to get comic books, especially from me, this is your perfect opportunity to get them at a price that is rarely seen and usually only in bundles at Comic Cons. After 7 years of creating comic books, it's time to clear out some of the back issues and look towards the future as I both move to a new space, but also move on in my career to create more exciting things in the future. There's no reason to hold on to things. I didn't get into comics to sell them later because they cost more. I got into comics to tell stories and have readers. All right, so now that's what I should do. Didn't take very long. We can go back and look at that. All right, so you're watching this screen, so I'm just going to quickly update us, and you're going to see for you, but yeah, I'm sure you saw me. And now that's it. And now it's all here. It did become a paragraph, which is a little annoying, but Facebook has a tendency to do that. Let me see if I can just quickly break this into two at least. There we go. But that shows commitment to something. That shows that you're interested in something. And I'll be honest, sometimes, and these aren't excuses, they're occasions I've always told myself I sometimes don't sleep well. I've put so much energy in, and a lot of times that's what I was doing with other people. I was putting so much energy into helping other people that by the time it got to doing things for myself, I was just done. And I'm not complaining, and that was my fault. I should have been more mindful of myself and how I was doing things for myself. So, and there's only so many times you can tell someone something. So we did that. We'll probably do another pitching one here. Let's not go far from it. I have to see if I can change the URL on this site. I don't think you can anymore. But either way, let's go over to it. Group. Up here, you'll see some creators doing their things that joined us and give you guys a look at what's in our group. So all of this you can find in the group. And people put in some good stuff over here. But it's always hard. Like, what I really want to do is train and teach creators to go somewhere like Facebook. Because on this we can share, but I mean, let me give you guys a look at my feed. And this is a newer uh, profile, probably 2 or 3 years removed. But I mean, I've got an ad. I don't know. This is reels and stuff, which is fun, I guess. Then I got more comic book stuff, and then I get a Florida meme. Don't know why. I guess because I live in Florida and discover. And one of the things that's the groups is the fact that someone like Frank, who's just trying to do their thing, right? But now I get it from 4 or 5 different sites. I think that it should be smart enough to know the one post and tell you where it's shared, but that's just me. And then you got creators doing their work. You got some cool art. Another ad. I have no idea what this is. Aspiring Writers United, not even part of that. Ruben Romero was sharing the Instagram post. I barely see Ruben. It was actually nice to see him in my feed for once. I have something from one of the kinkier sites on here. If you don't know that I'm a creator of kink, then I can't help you. Are we in the wrong thing? Oh, we're in the wrong thing. That's why you guys aren't seeing anything I'm showing you right now. Sorry. Um, I'm actually trying out the YouTube thing 'cause I've never used the YouTube before. So let's go over here and I'll show you what I was looking at. So I was looking at this, and these are things just on my feed. That's cool. I have no problem looking at that. That's cool. And then I got an ad here, comics and more. I almost feel like there should be a group feed. I think that one of the things they should do is like a group feed versus a personal. Like you should be able to really kind of fine tooth comb this. I like what TikTok does. Another credit to them. They have a for you page and then they have a followers page. That's actually really cool art right there. Um, some memes here. I guess Superwoman, Tom King, distinguishing Clark from Kara, which had obviously been done before and done very well. But I wanted to, if you just make a writing more clear for me, emphasize that there were very different heroes and different histories and different points of view. So Tom King's over there. And you get something like this. Well, another ad. But I mean, there's just so much to go to. And I'll see the same story 4 or 5 times. And here we go again, more ads. So I've actually thought about the things I'm going to be posting and sharing because some of it can, and I'll admit, become clutter. Another ad. This is really cool. But I mean, by the time I'm here, like, I don't know why I'm seeing this. I'm not part of the world's corrector, am I? I get added to so many groups. There was a time where I literally spent so much time, ooh, Dinobots, trying to there. And I don't know. It's just because I join a group doesn't mean it. Half the people I see here, I don't really know. So I don't know if this is a popularity of votes. The people I do know, I'm always I see something from. Dave Brown's a pretty good artist out there. I don't mind him being on my feed. Sean Keenan is always someone I find interesting, and he's just showing up what's coming up. By the way, oh my God, is Madam Web getting beat up? So I don't know. It's very hard. If you guys can help out Chris Borges, he has apparently a spinal surgery coming up, and spinal surgery is no joke. So if you can help out my man Chris, I would appreciate that. And those are things that are good to see. But then again, an ad, I mean, this just takes it away. That's not the energy there used to be because I would see my friends so much, and now I see ads. I mean, look how many fucking ads there are. It's beautiful work from Zing. Um, absolutely love it. I don't know. It's just Niall Scalia has his show. That's cool. Johnny C. Always happy to see Johnny C. in my feed. And another fucking ad. So I even hate that they do this. Like, here's my feed. Why do I need to know all this shit in my feed? So I don't like Facebook. So I want to know, like, why aren't we on places like, for example, I mean, like right now, I'm live here on the YouTube and I have 0 views. 0 views. This channel has 250 subscribers. So when people ask me why I don't do things more so, and it's not that I'm looking for popularity, don't get me wrong, but it just, I shared this on Facebook, mind you. No one shows up. And I'm not feeling hurt. It's just one of those things where, is this worth my time? Now, I know on YouTube, I'll get a bigger following on this video. We'll see more later. We'll get more views and gotten 250 views here and there. There's a couple of things in here that have like 1,000 views. but I want to kind of advertise to people the most. So that in mind, let's experiment here, right? Let's make some YouTubes. We talked about doing that. I will get back to them in just a few minutes when I'm done with that. Okay, so I'm just posting something for all the things. And I think one of the biggest things, and I think I'll talk about this in a minute, so I'll save it. All right, so I'm just posting this way. And it's hashtags work, hashtags don't work. There's a lot of energy that has to go into it. And I'll be honest, the videos I see, the content I see on TikTok definitely entertains me a lot more. Okay. So, all right. So, we're going to go to our comic book advocates TikTok here. I'm going to try something. We'll see how this works. So, I'm going to go over to TikTok. Let's see if we can pull this off. Okay, so it's not what I want. I'm gonna. All right, give me a second to sign in. Hold on. Let's go. I'm gonna. I'm just gonna go to. Crapadola. All right, hold on. We're just gonna go to Facebook for a second. All right, there it is. There you go. Check this out. This might answer your question. Echo, quiet. There you go. Check out The Shepherd, Volume 3, advertisement, while I get us into TikTok. One of the things TikTok does now, the only reason I'm not showing it is you can actually send in from QRs. I freaking love. So now we're logged in. I can just stay on my profile. Danny's there. Here. Danny did quick. All right. Let me make sure. All right, good. All right, so let's get you back to the action. No, it's not what I wanted. Sorry. Sorry. All right, this is what I wanted. So let's do this. Go over here, kick that. All right, so let's make some TikToks, kids. Maybe we'll even do a live. Actually, let's just do a live. We'll have some fun going live. Creating ain't easy. All right, so let's go live. Let's see if we can't make this work. Hey, everybody. What we're trying to do right now, and I hope we're not doing a horrible job. Hold on. So we're trying to pull off being live on TikTok. There it is. And okay, we're muted there because I don't want you to have a double thing, but here we go. You guys should be able to see it. I don't know if you guys are actually seeing the video. I'm looking to see if my head turns. There it goes. All right, so we're live on both right now. So right now on here, we're actually trying to experiment with being live on YouTube and TikTok, just doing something to kind of prove a point. And we're going to be talking about the difficulties of creating comics. We've already been live for a little bit, and I was kind of just talking about things. And we've had one thumb up, no comments, ask your questions type of situation. And people are seeing my sexy leg on the YouTube. Um, so, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Now, it looks like we have one viewer. I don't know how to necessarily get you guys. Someone invite to join. I guess we'll accept. So, let's see who's here. Hello. Did you guys need something about comics? I'm from USA, but I'm in the middle of a live stream, so I'm going to head back to that because we're talking about creating comics this morning. You guys have a great day. All right, I have no idea why we're invited there, so we're going to just try and start again. You got to be careful on TikTok who adds you. They do weird games. So let's do that again. So now TikTok to me is a better place to be in general. Hey everybody. I got hijacked onto, well, I guess that's the wrong word. I got invited to something and I actually thought it was a comic book thing, and instead I wound up getting here. So I was trying to figure out what was in my background. The white thing, it's the paper I have. So we have everything here. You guys can't see it, but I was live. I don't know why they didn't let you see it. Was it because we were stuck on this page? Maybe. Let me see if I reload. Yeah, that just ended. I don't think it's going to put me back on the live. All right, let's try this again. Okay, you guys didn't lose anything, so we're going to reload. Let me see if I can get you live. Okay, so we're live. Let's see. I can't redirect it because one of the cool things I like on YouTube is I actually get stuck on one of your open panels. TikTok, not TikTok, StreamYard just open anything I wanted. All right, so we are live again. Let's see if we can't drum up some business now. I take off my glasses because seeing that screen's further, believe it or not. I can't see anything. All right, so. All right, how's everyone doing? Ask your questions about comic books if you'd like. I'm just going to turn on a fan so you guys are going to hear a fan sound in a few seconds. So, we're talking about how hard it is to create comics over on the YouTube channel. And I wanted to come over here. That's way too loud. Keep the computer actually cool, put a fan up. Needs to go off a little bit more. So, here we go. Hold on one second. One of the things I have noticed, and this is kind of an interesting thing, is that in like 2020, and we had amassed, and we had to restart the channel, believe it or not, due to copyright issues. It sucked. We had to fight to get it back. We were stripped of everyone who signed up, but I think we're up to like 200 some people subscribing, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to mess with it right now to find out, but yeah, 200 people. We have over 1,200 on here. We're talking about the difficulties of creating comics and getting to an audience and how different it is now. I want to ask everyone a question here. Feel free to answer. Do you think Facebook's actually doing anything for you? I personally don't see Facebook as being viable. anymore. I don't know about all of you. Facebook groups seem to have some energy, which is always nice to see. But beyond that, I don't really see it. Like this is, I don't know if you guys can see it. You can see it on the YouTube. There's all these dumb things on TikTok too. So everyone, someone said Facebook is dead. Yeah, that's from Mass Comic Facts. Facebook is dead. You should be on TikTok. I'm almost like tired of talking about the fact of being on TikTok because I do think TikTok has this interesting ability, and we can repost on TikTok. And if anyone wants to jump on and talk about comics for a little bit, absolutely come on. I'm actually probably going to start trying to do TikTok interviews just to kind of record them, and we'll put them up on YouTube if we want. So if anyone wants to jump on and talk about their comics, we can. I don't know. I don't see anyone who's doing the talking head thing on Facebook actually getting views anymore, which is sad because for a long time I was doing shows getting between 300 to 1,000 views consistently. And now they have this mention you and others, and I'm a big person for advocating, but when you give the power to everyone to use something, it just becomes something. And then when I click on it, it just becomes check out this like sale or something like that. And some of them are good, some of them aren't. Now there's chat rooms everywhere. It's so fucking annoying to be on social media. You can grab a person's intention with 20 seconds video on obscure comic book characters. Absolutely. And you can also, I like videos that are short format. I hate, like right now, I've been live on YouTube for 27 minutes. Hate being live on YouTube. I don't like lives as much anymore unless they're on here, an audience that I can interact with. And I do that a lot where I have great conversations here on TikTok. What I was trying to say is that, and this is a bit of a messy video because it's not planned, I'm just doing it. But one of the things that sucks is that your subscribers don't necessarily match up. Like on this channel here on TikTok, we have 1,200 subscribers. We've gotten on those over 5 years. And I truly believe that half of my subscribers are no longer actually showing up to TikTok. For whatever reason, I think people like they change their emails, they stop viewing things, they block things. I know creators out there who mute everything, but only want to put their own stuff out there. So, and I don't. It's gonna sound weird, but I don't want the support of fellow creators. I want to find readers. And the reason I don't want support of my fellow creators a lot of times is that I've noticed this when you back someone, even to try to help them, uh, that's good. But then there are people who expect people like if I back you, you have to back me. I don't want to be part of that. There's a lot about the industry that I don't like. I'd rather just talk about the things I'm creating and be happy. That's just me. But if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to ask. Um, and I'll turn the camera around and we'll go back to our comic book advocates thing. So let's try to give some love. Let's see how this will work. So we're gonna flip our camera, and I'm gonna show you some stuff. And I didn't mean to show you my desk. I was just setting it up. All right, here we go. Let's do this. So we got art here. And again, when you're putting something on social media, you have to do more than just put it there. So this is a character. It's going to be on DeviantArt. The character's name is Lady Lupines, I guess, from NRG Comics. And then we have from Melvin, Segro City. It's from globalcomics.com, which is a great place to get comic books, by the way. You have NRG showing off the Volume 1 launches on Saturday. This was 13 hours ago, so that'll be Saturday soon. Talking about their thing. And I like character things, but I'm a big fan of action. This is just a character profile. If you're not going to take the time to explain it to me, I'm just going to look at it and be like, cool. And I might give it a like. Now, giving it a like doesn't cost you anything, so try to do that. So I asked, what are you pitching? And people just drop things. Don't just drop articles. That's not helping you or anyone else. Let's see. I have a question. Do you think the DC crossover will do anything to revive the comic community? If they can get their shit together, absolutely. Honestly, you want an opinion? I think they should do a movie together that's a versus. Skip the comic for now, but have a comic come out after the movie. Have a comic book tie-in that goes after the movie. No, okay, it's not for us. I guess it's 10. Oh, it's perfect 10 days before launch, and 10. That's from Dave Brink. Again, no pitch. Give me the pitch. This is a great image. Give me the elevator pitch. Rock a Girl. Follow the misadventures of Bonnie Rockwell and a wild thorn gang as they traverse through the city of post World War II Chicago, where America was broken rather than made by the conflict. So, Rock a Girl. Okay. Definitely looks interesting. I also want to talk about in the future, and I want to know your guys' feedback on this, especially over there on the YouTube. Um, oh, they're actually having some comics over on the comics are. The comments are showing over on the YouTube, which is great. I don't think we have any over there, but that's still fine. So anyway, I want to talk about whether or not we need to pretend we're a brand or a Marvel or something like that. I think that honestly, we should all stop trying to be an imprint or a publisher. I definitely am done with that. I'm just going to release comic books, no dressings. It's just about the comic, you know. I don't think anyone gives a shit. I've tried in the past to do it. Honestly, don't think anyone gives a shit. So NRG posts a lot. And I think they almost post too much because you see all this, but I'm not seeing. This one's a little better put together. It talks about it, but we're not talking about what I'm trying to see here. Just talking about the Kickstarter. Give me something more. This one looks good. This is from Max. Hey, peeps. It's been a minute since I've been active in the indie comics scene, so I'm going to actively be posting here and elsewhere. For those who don't know me, I'm Max. Uh, that's a Telly, and I'm sorry I'm pronouncing that wrong. Creator of the King of Delor, the owner of Algorithm Comics. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Oh, Max is here. I hope he reaches out to me. I'm based out of Sydney, Australia. My team here is Jay Sloan and Avery Ferdinand. And this is Kings. That does look like great art. This is TikTok back us, so let's see what we have here. We're going to view more comments. So we have a Kickstarter from Thomas Eric Doherty, and the kids are back. Woohoo! That doesn't give me much. And that, again, that's a huge miss. Imagine a serial killer survives 600-year sentence. What happens after his time is served? Bingo! That's it. Winner is Jonathan Hendrick. Amazing, amazing, amazing. AI Rubin, which we talked about earlier. The Awful Alphabet, a picture book for adults in the traditions of both Ed Gorey's Gashly Crumb teenies and the Go the Fuck to Sleep, is the perfect elixir for the Inu, which envelops your heart. Adulting is hard. Nourish your inner emo child. Wasn't an emo, but great. Here we go. This is from Alejandro Rojos. Will you be able to face terrible mutations caused by nanobots and be able to breed a giant mutant catfish? Will you be able to deal with the terrible day of Fumordor in a nightmarish futurist Cuba? Sorry. $6 for the PDF, $12 for the physical book. Help us make dreams come true. Share it with your friends. You will not be disappointed. If you haven't signed up already, sign up here. That's great. And then Alex kind of just drops a link. So coming soon, Zenner. And he usually is so good at it. Same thing with Ed Davis. And I did go around telling everyone to add more information. Ed Davis, very clever person, 9 comics in, Mortal Error, great series, doesn't show it love. When a creator is not committing to put more in, I am guilty of this and changing that this year. They're doing their project wrong. Again, John and Dexter, just dropping. Okay. But I mean, hopefully we have this already on our site. Oh, you guys aren't seeing it. And yeah, no, you're seeing it because of the TikTok. Okay. Thought that we might be missing. Okay, so this week, this is the elevator pitch. This is our site, comicbookadvocates.com, where the love of comics come first. Let's check this out. TikTok back it. Hopefully we have the link there. Do we? Do we? Yes, we do. So this will go right to where we're doing it. Here you go. TikTok back it. So I'm going to check out to see if there's any other questions anyone has. So here we are. There we go. Okay. I don't think any of you want to see my room, so I'm just going to flip the camera. There I am. I'm going to see if anyone else had anything else. All right, so Mass Comic Fact says, what do you think of Eric July and the Ripperverse? I honestly don't know a lot about it. Let's take a look. Let's actually see what this Ripperverse is. So, hold on. You do not need to see me that close.
Yeah. Can I have candy, please?
No. I need to see what the candy is before you can just have candy. If you want to bring it back to me and show me, I can give you an answer. So here we go. Look like an Oompa Loompa. Look how horrible that is. That is bad. That is so bad.
Here you go.
All right, hold on, sweetie pie.
Oh, got
Which
more.
one do you want? I just want to know what you want. I don't need to see every piece of candy you got from Valentine's Day, kid. I just want to see what you wanted to show me. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. Oh, Ripperverse. That's what we were looking for, right? So, let's see. Heard of it, but never really looked at it. Okay, let's see. Ripperverse. Here we go. Well, the art looks very promising, but they don't have much on here. They're apparently on Discord and somewhere else. So let's do this in reverse. Go here. Go up here. Now, can you tell me some context? Has something bad happened with the Eric Julie?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that one. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Ripperverse in the news. Slams comic book industry's ideology to female readers. Anti-woke comic book startup crushes second pre-order campaign. So I'm guessing this is something, and this looks like it was last year. Here we go, Eric July. Let's see this. And this is bounding into comics. If I'm not mistaken, this is kind of a, yep, there we go. I was going to say Comicsgate thing. So Comicsgate itself definitely leans into promoting hate. And I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of anything that promotes hate. And I know that everyone says there are good people in Comicsgate, and I thought that too. And then I saw the true colors of the people I know, but that doesn't mean there aren't good people. Because truthfully, I know someone who's not a good person, but I wouldn't call them a bad person necessarily. And they were just trying to use, Comicsgate to their advantage and was trying to play them and play every side. And that's what some people are honestly doing. They're looking for that shortcut. I was offered to join multiple times. I just don't like when someone is told how they're supposed to create. I believe in creating the way you want. I think, look, man, people are shitty. They really, really are shitty. So it's your choice if you like the stuff. I know friends who will say, I don't support ideologies behind people. Because honestly, I don't know them. A lot of times you never find out something until someone gets outed or they're trying to be made ashamed of who they are. And that's very true. Most people are being punished for their opinions online a lot these days. But then they put them out there anyway, and they know they're going to get in trouble. I think people just like kind of poking each other. Nothing on that site really called to me as instantly being interesting. It looks like an indie creation. Nothing wrong with that. Like it's created on its own, and it's just kind of. I mean, they put a code of ethics. Although we are attempting to take comics back to the essence of what you know and love. We do believe there are areas that should be updated for the better. We'd like to maintain a level of respectability, transparency, so that you know what we're about. So they have a code of ethics, which makes no sense. Just tell a good fucking story. How about that? They have heavy hitters like Chuck Dixon. Let me tell you, Chuck Dixon is a name. I'm not going to say anything disrespectful at all about Chuck Dixon. And everyone has a right to their opinions on things. But I wish they would spend less fucking time trying to tell you why they're making comics and make good fucking comics. I'm a comic book reader. There's a lot of things that just haven't interested me in a very long time. Um, Honestly, the Batman series itself recently. I mean, when Batman falls from space and finds a way to land on the planet, I think that you're jumping the shark. Um, I haven't seen a good Marvel or DC comic book in a while. To be honest, I don't read every single one. If anyone has recommendations, I'm going to listen. But when you have people like Chuck Dixon kind of calling out the industry and other creators, if I were Marvel or DC, I'd be like, all right, Chuck, how would you make something different? Let me know, honestly. And I would give that alternative. I would try to give my readers as much as I could if I was running a publisher. And I think there is this weird worried about telling stories, and it's always sort of been there, but I think it's way worse nowadays than ever. So some out of the box thinking comics, there's nothing wrong with that, truthfully. But if you're gonna be a very nasty and mean person behind the scenes and talk down about gender, sexuality, anything like that, then you're a bad person. Stop talking about it. Make comics. Prove your point by making something that's better than everything else. If you can do that, then you're hitting on something. But if you're gonna sit around bitching about things, you're part of the problem. That's how I feel about it. No disrespect to anyone. It's just the truth. It's taught a long time ago. You can be part of the solution or part of the problem. How do you feel about the Garth Ennis? Oh, what the? China. That name I know. Let me see. I know Chuck Dixon right off the top of my head. Okay, I actually met him. Why? What did he do now? Oh, I haven't read this. I did hear some things about this that the Punisher was getting that they're getting a little more honest about some things and a little more brutal about things. The art looks amazing here. Let me give you all a look at this. This actually, art wise, is spectacular. Let me get here for you. Let me get here for you. Check this out. I'm digging the art. I'm liking the kind of story. I like that they're getting grittier with it. For those who don't know, this is the original Nick Fury, just in case you're only a a Marvel movie fan. So I would actually read this. I remember being impressed when because I sat in a panel. Uh, that's how I actually know him. And that's the one thing about doing only panels is doing them yourself and not going other people's. I miss out on the hearing creators' passion. I love that. Let's see. I think he might have also worked. Yep. So he was also the guy. That's how I know his name for The Boys. So, and I love The Boys. So there are things to love in comics. There's always going to be things. And this is for the record. This is all art stuff I'm working on in my comic books. I print it and rip it apart and look forever. So it's the creative process there. He writes comics, but hates comic readers. The way he wrote The Boys, I'm not surprised. I've heard him talk. Look, I mean, the way he hates readers, though, he's very honest about it. And I give someone credit for that. And he's not trying to politicize things. He's just honest about who he is. And I like that. There's a difference trying to I don't see him going around. I've seen him, like I said, I've seen him in person. at New York Comic Con. But I think he's great. Um, I've seen him. I'm not always going to agree with him. That's going to be clear, but I appreciate him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have hit that 45-minute mark that I wanted to. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Keep these conversations going. Keep asking questions, and we'll keep doing these videos. But for now, I'm going to sign off, and I will talk to you all later on. Remember, make it about the love of comics, not about hate. All right, kids, same thing. Make it about the love of comics. Don't make it about hate.